And he seemingly hasn't stopped talking about me. So I don't know. Maybe he's joking. Maybe he's not joking. Who knows? Yeah, this is what I was talking about. YouTuber Ethan Klein loses anti-slap appeal in producer Ryan Kavanaugh defamation case. California Court of appeal upholds a prior ruling that the influencer may have defamed the film financier by falsely claiming that he was running a Ponzi scheme. YouTuber Ethan Klein lost a motion to dismiss the defamation case brought against him by producer Ryan Kavanaugh after the California Court of Appeal upheld a prior ruling on Thursday. Klein, who was famous for his H3 Issue podcast and internet troll persona, filed an anti-slap motion to try to get the former Relativity Media CEO and film financier's initial complaint stricken, claiming his comments fall under free speech after Kavanaugh accused the influencer of defamation. Ryan Kavanaugh brought an action against Ethan Klein and TED Entertainment, TEI, Inc., for defamation and defamation by implication, alleging they falsely accused him of running a Ponzi scheme, the court explained in a summary and documents obtained by the Wrap. The trial court denied defendants' anti-slap motion to strike Kavanaugh's complaint. We affirm. So Ryan Kavanaugh, who is a billionaire and not exactly a great guy himself, okay, sued, as far as I understand, brought a defamation case against Ethan Klein, and Ethan Klein tried to dismiss the defamation case and failed to dismiss the defamation case as of, I think, like last week, April 6th, as of 4 days ago. He's been deleting all the YouTube VODs where he defamed Ryan and took down the website. He's probably going to try to settle now that he lost the appeal. Apparently, E kept using an article to show proof of Ryan's Ponzi scheme, but the article was quickly taken down, but E kept using it as proof anyway. When you get the anti-slap dismissed, you go straight to damages, if I recall correctly. When you fail an anti-slap in California, basically that just means that it was decided that he defamed Ryan, so now they just have to settle on damages. I'm pretty sure that the anti-slap is pretty powerful as far as tools goes, as far as legal tools goes in the state of California, as in if he had won the anti-slap, he would have been able to literally pay, like make Ryan Kavanaugh pay for his litigation as well, because it's anti-slap is basically is a tool that allows, ironically enough, people like anonymous Reddit users and people who are less powerful to successfully defend themselves against frivolous litigation that tries to stop them from exercising their free speech. Yeah, I'm not saying Ryan Kavanaugh is a good dude, by the way. I'm not saying that at all. I don't know enough about him. It seems like the courts have determined he wasn't doing a Ponzi scheme, though. So I will not be saying that, let me tell you, okay? Yeah, they do not go to damages. That's incorrect. It just means the trial can proceed as normal. Even if frivolous lawsuit is a nightmare for most people, expensive, stressful, complicated, and time-consuming, yes, except Ryan Kavanaugh and Ethan Klein both have enough money to continue this, the process of litigation. Being friends with Lolo has given you an artificially high opinion of the intelligence and competence of lawyers, I guess. Yeah. SLAP is a strategic lawsuit against public participation. Ironic, he lost the appeal the day after he sent Noah the retraction demand letter and went on a tirade about suing everyone, including you. Talk about karma. Yeah. The irony of him using anti-SLAP, but also openly complaining on the show that his lawyers restricted from actions against Redditors because of Section 230. Not only do we have Trump and Israel silencing pro-Palestine sentiment and blackbacking people, but on top of that, Ethan Klein is doing his own little version of that. Yeah, I mean, he's just doing it in a very frivolous manner, in a much smaller manner. Okay, that's not, I mean, it is. He's doing it within his own confines, and seemingly, at least as it stands currently, the courts would probably not comply with his ridiculous little lawsuits. But who knows? He asked a lawyer on air if you could be sued for domestic. Shut the fuck up. No, he did not. No, that is bro working with Beitar? What's happening? The fuck do you mean? Okay, stop. I'm not entertaining this. Ethan's continuing to obsess over Hasan asking a civil lawyer if Hasan can get sued for inciting. No, I'm not. Ethan Klein tries to imply Hasan Piker has committed domestic or incites.
Any laws that we can go after Hasan for? Are you familiar with that? Has he broken any domestic laws or not? Probably not domestic laws, but like inciting. I mean, what can we do about that?
Yeah, that's out of my realm. I usually do just civil stuff.
Sure, fair enough.
he's joking, I think. I don't know. It's just, I don't. That's wild. That's cool, man. Why does bro hate you this much? I don't know. I don't want to do that thing where I assume that like things that he's saying in jest, he means sincerely. Except in this circumstance, it's hard for me not to assume that there's at least a little bit of seriousness backing this, because he has actively called for my deplatforming. He has said in the past that he, like a couple months prior, I think he said he wants me to lose everything. And he seemingly hasn't stopped talking about me. So I don't know. Maybe he's joking. Maybe he's not joking. Who knows? He is a joke, however, because he's asking a civil litigator whether or not he could pursue like federal charges. Personal injury lawyer. Can we claim he's terrorizing me by being sexy? Look at how hot he is in this photo. Sir, please look at this photo and tell me that this doesn't terrorize your mind. Excuse me. Are you a lawyer or not? My lawyers can't do shit. We have to sue him for being stupid and sexy. I hate it. Stupid, sexy Hasan. His armpit is out. How did he skip so many steps in the Hasan derangement syndrome? How did he skip like 11 steps? How is he like outflanking the likes of Pestany? It is wild. I feel like he's made this so cringe that even Destiny has been like, yeah, I'm done with this actually. Well, he's got his own court cases to worry about, I guess. It feels like he made it unfashionable.
You're useless to me, Tom.
Okay. All right. Anyway, according to the filings, the case started when Variety published a story in June 2019 article titled Ryan Kavanaugh accused by ex-partner of running a Ponzi scheme. In it, the trade wrote that Elon Spar filed a lawsuit against Kavanaugh in Los Angeles Superior Court. Kavanaugh persuaded him to go into business with Kavanaugh under false pretenses. Spar had developed an idea for a stock exchange in which the buyers could purchase equity in film projects. However, the outlet later updated its coverage to include a statement from Kavanaugh's team that he and Spar had satisfactorily resolved all their issues. Then in April 2021, Triller Fight Club 2 sued Klein and his podcast company for copyright infringement after they used footage of their pay-per-view fight and music event without permission. At the time, Klein alleged that Kavanaugh was behind the lawsuit despite not being directly involved. Former Relatively Media producer that was also the founder of Proxima Media, which had a controlling stake in Triller. Kavanaugh's complaint alleges that beginning on June 11, 2021, Klein launched a campaign to harass and defame him in retaliation for Triller Fight Club 2's copyright action, the court docs detailed. Klein used his YouTube channels and other social media platforms to disseminate the defamatory accusation in the Variety article that Kavanaugh ran a Ponzi scheme. Within hours of his publication in Variety, that accusation had been retracted and the article had been corrected. Klein knew of the retraction and correction, but repeatedly republished a false accusation over the following months. The case could have ramifications of the current influencer environment, as Klein was accused of encouraging his followers to continually update Kavanaugh's Wikipedia page and circulate clips on Reddit and other formats. Ultimately, Kavanaugh's lawyer, Amy McCann Roller, issued the following statement. This is an important case about the growth of online and professional trolling, which required a real analysis of free speech, of when free speech is no longer a harmless opinion. According to the court, Kavanaugh will now be allowed to pursue damages. Yeah, I don't know what to say. Good luck, I guess. Let him fight. I don't know. Maybe you should worry about that stuff instead of trying to sue random anonymous Redditors. Applaud yourself for getting off an already sinking ship before it became widely apparent. I mean, I didn't even get off the ship. He just didn't want to do the podcast anymore. And I was like, all right, that's fine. Like, you don't want to do content. Political, like politics, especially left politics, is a dangerous, treacherous space where everybody hates you, even if you have the best intentions, and it doesn't matter. It's not for every single person. I was so understanding. I didn't mind it. I was super understanding of it. I defended him for a very long time. I don't like Ethan, but that seems like a bad ruling. I think the reason why he came after that specifically, the Ponzi scheme aspect of it specifically, is because it was the most overtly defamatory statement. Like other shit that Ethan has done in the process, while annoying, certainly from the perspective of the person that's being trolled, is not as easy to prove. considering that it was a retracted article, I think it seems like going along with it. Wait, Ethan acknowledged on air it was retracted? Like, I'm not in favor of any billionaire being able, any wealthy person, whether it's Ethan Klein or Ryan Kavanaugh, being able to successfully stop someone from speaking, like, because you don't like what they're saying. Part of the reason why I'm like, part of the reason why I always say, like, I don't give a about whatever Ethan is chirping about whenever people are like, why don't you sue him, is because I think it's like a very bitch made thing to do. I think it's just stupid. It's a stupid thing to do. Like, I don't know. Anyway.